Oh, you guys heard that?
Stay connected. Notification. So it's working fine. Good. Oh, 1 minute, 2 minutes now. I think our internet gonna last.
It's okay.
10 or almost. 100%.
Hello to all viewers. Welcome.
It's a channel. Hello guys, welcome to our live today.
Please like and
Yeah,
subscribe.
those who don't know us yet, um, we're here in the Philippines. My name is Juan, my wife is Lani, and we're doing lives every single day at this time, discussing many topics. And the topic of the day is how affordable or what's the cost of living here in the Philippines.
Hello,
Um,
Sharami.
Hello, oh, De La Cruz. Were you here before yesterday? I think I seen your was a different one. I don't know, but yeah, man, welcome to the live. And like we were discussing the topic, and I don't know if you're Filipino, you already know this topic. You know how much it costs everything here, but um, for those who are wishing to come for vacation or visit or stay or moving for whatever reason, you might want to know or uh, find out what to expect once you come over here.
Hello, Prince.
Hello, Prince and De La Cruz again. um,
What are you doing?
what are we doing? Not much, man. We're just doing our live every day. Uh, Except let's hope that the internet stays because there's a storm coming. I can hear it. And sometimes the internet, our Wi-Fi gets disconnected. Um, yeah, thank you, man, for subscribing, and I hope you like our little
Thank
videos.
you. Let's put some.
Um,
Don't forget.
So for those that's still here, I mean, if you got any questions, you can just type it there and we'll read them. If I miss anything or if you're curious to find out prices, I'm not a big expert yet, but I pretty much know a little bit about how much everything costs right now, from the little things when you go shopping to when you rent hotels, RVs, or anything for traveling. You kind of know, and then also I will try to give you um, the exchange, the money exchange to dollar, because you know most people usually travel with dollars. Um, so let's start with the basics. Rent. You know, if you're planning to come to, let's say, uh, Airbnb, uh, how much can you expect to pay for that?
Mm,
Well, it depends on the area. The, some of them you can find them, like I did. I think I did pretty good when I arrived. We rented one of those, and my wife here, she knows it. It was, what was it, like uh, close to a 2,000 a night, 2,000 pesos,
what?
the Airbnb, because it was 3 nights, right? Um, so, and same price about hotels or,
Are you?
yeah, you can find them for that low price, but some other places, more fancy places, yeah, you can expect to pay 3,000, 4,000 pesos, which is around $30. Um, what country am I? No, man, I'm from Mexico. Uh, I used to live in the U.S. and then came here. I've been here for now almost 6 months. Gonna be 6 months soon, and I've been here. I married my wife, and we're living here in the province of Cebu. Um, and you know the I like I love the life here, um, and it's something that a lot of people, foreigners, come and enjoy it too, because they come to retire and they pretty much find out sometimes when they come or sometimes when they search before coming, uh, that they love the country. You know, the people are so welcoming, and the place is it's beautiful. Like, you know, every region's got uh, their pretty sights, and everybody falls in love with one place. Um, but the thing is, how much does it really cost to live in different areas? And yes, it makes a big difference where you're going. Because if you're gonna, for example, let's say you go to Manila, any of those areas or cities nearby, oh man, those are really expensive areas. There's some more affordable, but still, for foreigners, um, you can find something no less than, I'm gonna say, 5,000 pesos, which is $100 a month. Still, if you come from the United States, you're gonna say that's affordable, uh, but not for Filipinos, not for any other countries. The rent is still a little bit higher, but um, you know, they come on a budget, or they wanna make their dollars stretch a little bit longer. Um, so, De La Cruz says, my country is the Philippines. How many subs you have? We right now, De La Cruz, we have, what is it up? Like 1,300?
1,300.
Um, Yemen, and then this channel, we had it for almost a year. Uh, and we've been working on it, doing videos and mostly short videos. We kind of love the short videos, and we're doing lives every day uh, around this hour. Sometimes, yeah, we miss it because we got things to do. Um, but we try really hard to be on it every single day. And right now, we kind of getting people subscribed from all over the world, like from America to here in the Philippines. Um, so it's a nice experience. It says my mom owns this phone, so I borrow it. Man, it's okay. Whenever you wanna watch our videos or come here to our live, it's you're more than welcome. I know that Filipinos are always very kind to, and we see it here whenever they show up. They say hi and they like you know saying a few words. Um, but yeah, I mean, I have the same experience. That's why I love the country, and I wish it's still on the works that I might, but I do want to stay here for good because my wife is here and um, my family's in the U.S. and for different reasons I don't want to go back to the U.S. Um, but anyways, the going back to our topic, if you are gonna do just vacation, uh, it's best to find out where you're going because every place is different, prices are different, and um, you're gonna encounter certain limits to what you can do and what you cannot do. And what do I mean by that? Because transportation is not the same everywhere. Uh, for example, uh, here you're not gonna find here where am I where I am. It's Toledo City. You're not gonna find taxi cabs. There's no other taxi cabs. There's no apps to call in those like Ubers. Over here, there's no Uber. There's two apps that are very well known. One is Maxim. If you ever and I recommend before showing up, uh, download that app. And what's the other name of the other one now?
Grab.
Oh, Grab. Yeah, we only use Maxim, but a lot of people use that other app for traveling and moving around in the cities. And I do recommend those. They're pretty easy and efficient, and then you get the right price when you're going. And also depends on what you wanna use, because they have options for that. It says, how old are you? I'm 9, past my birthday, September 5th. But that's it. I, uh, La Cruz, I'm gonna let you guess and I'm gonna tell you my age. So if you wanna guess my wife's age, you're more than welcome. Um, but yeah, guys, for traveling, for moving around, if you're not planning to rent a car or hire someone to be driving you around, if you decide to move around the city with taxi or motorcycle, or if you're traveling uh, heavy with a lot of luggage, you might want to rent a van or something. Use those apps; they're pretty efficient and easy to do. Um, then, um, so for rentals, if you want to rent, let's say if you're gonna plan to stay a year, 2 years, and those rentals, if you want to rent a house, well, pretty much you're gonna look for something nice for you, and they vary a lot from the real, uh, cheap to the ones that are really expensive. Between, I'm gonna say, because we used to rent one and we were paying, and we searched. a little bit. So it was a decent apartment we were staying. It was 5,000, which is the same thing of 100, and it was nice. Houses, yeah, you can find from the bottom 5,000 all the way to 25,000, 30,000, or if you want something like in a big city, something really nice, yeah, but price range, and if you don't mind paying that much amount, and if your budget doesn't have a limit, then yeah, maybe you can afford that. Uh, and we're talking about, for a lot of people that the U.S. might not be so out of the reach to pay, it's $500, $600 a month, and you can afford something really nice. Um, and then, like moving around, um, the the prices, um, they're not. They're always for example, because here. Uh, the provinces, there there's two ways to move around. One is through airplane, which not every island's got a airport, or the other option is ferries, and those are pretty affordable too if you're traveling. But you also need to be careful which one you go to, because um, some of them take a longer than the other ones, and yeah, if the price varies still on those. For something fast, you can pay a little bit higher. But if you want something slow and you love the sea, um, you can travel in those big ones and move slow from island to island. And but yeah, moving around is not so expensive. And as far as places, how much do they cost? Um, the, the many places, restaurants, and first first ever 14 likes. All right, thank you, De La Cruz, for the likes. I know others are popular, but at least you have a video. uh, yeah, and we kind of feel that we're barely starting, so we're working hard on getting more subscribers and more videos, and hopefully soon we're gonna start doing long videos on
Hello,
different topics.
teacher.
And Q Shark, what's up, man? Welcome back. How are you today? Um, you surrender? Are you okay? Yeah, my wife is tired, so she's gonna fall asleep now. Uh, yeah, thank you, man, for the videos that we set up today. And let me, guys, we have a second channel now that you mention it. Uh, uh, Let me post it right now. Uh, See right there, right now, that other. Let me pin it. Taco says, hello. Hello, Tacos. How are you, man? Good morning to you. Um, they're hungry. Uh, See that other channel right there, man? Juan and Lani in the Philippines. It's the first chat. Uh, see, my job. Oh man, you know, it's at least good that you have a job. That I don't do it. You see the other channel right there? If you can search it, or I don't know if you can click on it. Juan Adani, that's our second channel, and we are also posting there. So you're gonna see more videos of us in there and Dani's family, and little things here and there where we go and what we do. And we try to post in both channels every day. Uh, it says, but it's still me. It says fine. At least the gas station. Yeah, man, and especially that part. If you are making good money on a job, uh, you don't, you shouldn't feel bad because I have the same things, same issues. You would feel tired and you know, stressed from work, but when you get paid well, uh, you shouldn't complain. Like it's nice. It's a nice feeling to make good money. So uh, this is dollar minus Philippines money pesos. What is that, Shark? What are you gonna say? By the way, uh, you say it's dollars, but you have not explained. Are you in the U.S. or are you in some other country? You didn't tell us that last night. Who's the Mean Tiger? The Mean Tiger, that was nickname that my wife gave me. You know, back when I was in the U.S., I had a little discussion. He says, "You're so mean." He says, "Well, I'm a tiger." He says, "Well, you're a mean tiger." So that's where she got stuck with it. And we're starting back on the channel, and she was like, "What's your name?" Oh, well, Danny, the Mean Tiger. Oh, that's me, because um, why not? Um, I wish I make good money. See, tacos is with me. We all envy you, man. You get good money. Uh, it says, yeah, just better doing perfect. Yeah. My mom probably has a tough job than you can check. Why is that, De La Cruz? What is the job of your mom? And yeah, I think any job where you are not making money, that's sad. It makes you, I gives you a lot of stress, and you feel like you don't want to do it, and you. But that's over time. I found out that if you're gonna make good money on it, I don't care what happens in the job. Like you know, if the boss is yelling at you, or you have some mean coworkers, or even clients. Sometimes they're not good on you. Then you you're not happy on it. And but when they were paying me good, oh, I would be so happy. I would go beyond trying to please everybody, because uh, you're happy every weekend to get some good paycheck, a fat paycheck. Um, this is my mom probably says, but it's still good. Then are you a kid? um, No, De La Cruz, yeah, man. De La Cruz is just a kid. He's 9 years old, so he's a Filipino. He's here in the Philippines, and uh, he's a new subscriber. And let's be nice to each other. Um, and but going back to the topic of when you work and you're not happy with your job, and if at least you get a good paycheck, then you should focus on that. And you're at the end of the week or month, whatever you get paid. It's important that to remind yourself, oh, this is what I'm getting paid for, because that's what happens to me. Sometimes I will be having hard times at work, but I make sure that I was getting paid well. So I says, when those tough moments happen, I will be thinking, well, this is what I'm getting paid for. And just suck it up and face it and do it. Um, I'm missing. Uh, I'm missing a lot of messages. Hold on, guys, because this thing freezes all the time. Yeah, shit, I missed a lot of messages, like I said. Hold on, sounds too good then. Okay, yep. Shark is 30 years old, and this is since you have only 6 watchers. They say, whoa, 32, I'm just 9. Please invite people for their lives at 30 years old kid. The, you got no, uh, see no Filipino. I am, I am one. This is, I don't know what you're saying about. Okay, wait there. Um, yeah, Chad, yesterday you said that you mentioned that you're making good money, but you still don't. You're not telling us what kind of job you do or where. Are you in the U.S.? Because you claim it's dollars. Is it really the U.S. or some other place? And what kind of? Because I'm even curious. What kind of job is it that you do? Uh, because you keep saying $600 a day. I don't know. I don't think even lawyers make that much money. They'll probably do if they're a good lawyer. Well, anyways, he's you go. Yeah, probably because with that much money, which uh, you know that goes. This happened to me. Let me share something. Um, this happened to me back when I was in college. I was a struggling student. I had my scholarship, and that only paid back in those days for my books and classes, but the rest of them I had to pay for everything else. And so I was paying. I had my job, my little job. It was a little sucky job, and that's how everybody starts. And so anyway, in my it was college algebra. I had this guy who I'm not gonna show off, but he was good in math, and the class it was easy for me. And this guy, he was struggling with it, and so I would just uh, mentor him a little bit here and there. So he kind of started liking me and says, "Oh, hey, fine, you're really good at this." And, well, it's because for me, this because in high school, I don't know when even they gave me college algebra because I was supposed to go higher than this. And anyway, so he started liking me. One day he says, "Wow," and he saw me that I was trying because I would take the bus to go home every day. And sometimes he offered. He got a nice car. He would offer to take me. He says, "No, don't worry. I'm fine taking the bus." And so the guy, one day he says, "Hey man, do you want to make some money?" And I says, "Well, we were in college." And I says, "Yeah, why not? What kind of job?" He said, "Well, you're gonna make a lot of money. Look at me." And he was well dressed all the time. And says, I'm only studying because my mom wants me to, but I really don't need to. I make good money." And says, um, "It's interesting, but maybe some other time." Well, that happened on a Friday. By Monday, he didn't come to school, and then uh, next Tuesday, I see it on the news that there was this raid in a house that it was like one of those houses that had women, and the guys taking care of the house were in the younger side. And who do I see on TV? This guy. This guy was a gigolo. He was taking care of those houses, and I'm like, whoop. So that's why he had money. And that, I guess that was the kind of business he wanted me to take part in. Well, yeah, like, oh, yeah, they do make good money. Uh, but uh, I'm glad I didn't take it, but probably I could have made some money on that weekend, but it would have been my last. Uh, but yeah, that's my experience from those kind of shows. Like I remember right now that you said the Gigolo part. Well, anyways, oh tacos! Now that you're here, man, uh, gonna make that money. Uh, tacos! Now that you're here, I know you missed. I don't know if you watched or heard the live from last night. Um, Kali was here, and then we were talking about. I mean, for what you mentioned the other day, that for the Christmas party here. Kali says to talk to you, and we're gonna get it done. I mean, you put me in for 10 chickens. I'm gonna buy 10 chickens, and I'm gonna grow them. I'm gonna keep them for the Christmas. I don't know how you still the details how we're gonna prepare them, but I'm already working on it and I'm figure out. But you know, I'm gonna need supporters. And you said that you know uh, if it was if it was up to us, yeah, sure, you will take part. So and we've been talking about it, like how and where and what kind of things do we want to do. So are you certain you want to take part in that? Um, so I was thinking about becoming a dancer, some side money. Oh, tacos. See, that's the thing that I wanted to ask you for because I know that you have a baby on the way, and I also know that babies they're not uh, they're not easy to maintain, especially the first few years. Um, so, are you really up to the challenge of you know giving uh, some dough to for that celebration coming December? He says, I'm down. I can help a bit. All right, tacos. Anything is good, man. Whatever you can, we'll do it. Kali, I know he's in it too, and you and I still got two other people that are gonna help us, and you guys are gonna get um, the details of it, and whatever you can help us with is fine, and then we'll do the rest. So it comes out and just to be clear, you guys will see the, the, the receipts and the things that we're planning to buy because Lani is excited about it. She wants to, well, because I was telling Carly about, remember the candy part? We did it here and mostly I wanted to do it over there, but Lani was the one who said no, don't let's not do it in the basketball court because you're gonna get a lot of people and we're not gonna have enough for everybody. And yeah, she was right about that. And here we have a lot of people, even in the camera. That was not all of them. All of them were shy. They were kind of shy to go on camera. They were behind us, and I only put the tripod and the phone there for the ones that were in front, and the ones that wanted to be on camera. The other ones were not in the camera, and it was fine. I mean, like I'm not gonna force them to be on camera. So, and yeah, but there were a lot of people here that day, and yeah, everything was gone. And for for December, she's thinking the same thing. Like if we do it over there and we don't have enough for everybody, it's gonna be. And I imagine that is true. Just like the see the video, those the party of the baranga here. Oh man, this place was packed, like full. I don't even know how so many people came here. And imagine if it's something like that, probably gonna be the same. So I'm not so sure if we can pull off some such a big event. So Dan is telling me right now, let's not go over there yet because we don't know let's try to keep it simple and small, and even here it's gonna be big enough for to make it big. And yeah, it depends. Like it depends if we can afford something bigger. Yeah, we'll go bigger. If not, we'll just like here to start it, and based on that, and the things that we wanna do, because we wanna do like not just a simple dinner, but we wanna give a little things, even have games for the kids and for the adults too, because this is what we missed this last time. Um, yeah, man, and I sent. Oh, we have video of. I know we didn't post those videos yet of us making the candy, but Kali did get to see, and he saw the videos of that. He saw the process. Uh, but for this party, for Christmas, it's gonna be different. It's not gonna be us doing the candy. No, we'd rather just buy it and candy for the kids, food for the adults, dinner. Uh, Lan is thinking games for the kids, and then a little like what I call those bags, prize bags for people to take home. I don't know how many we can make, and well, you already know the prices here in Philippines, so I know we can pull it off. I know we can do it, but a little bit limited because we cannot do something so huge. Um, Welcome back, De La Cruz. How many people would you like to have as versus how many would you think it will show up? For that day, we counted them. The ones that were here, there were like 100 people that day. Uh, and here, that's the same thing that I imagine. And in that day, this is the difference. That day, it was something that we did one day before. We did that, and then the word, how the Philippines is, word spreads out so fast. So we didn't even have time to prepare so well, or even wait for the light because they were already here since 4, even before we said 5. They were 4:30. They were already here. They thought they would miss it or something, and then they were already here waiting for us. And and I'm imagining that for Christmas, everybody's gonna, especially now that they're connecting to our channel, they're gonna find out, and they're gonna be ready for it. And so even if we do it here, I'm expecting something between that and a little bit larger crowd because of the timing. There's gonna be enough time for people to find out and to show up early, and so that's the thing though, that I wanna make sure we got enough for everything, and especially the things that Lani wants to do, and me too. Like I wanna do those things because I don't wanna do just 1 or 2 hours. Probably a few hours. We'll have games for the kids and to have a little bit of time with the people here, and like Lani explained to me, because I didn't know was how they celebrate, how they do that every year. And so she explained to me, says we can do it on the same day, and then people will go home early because they want to be with their families and do their own things. So yeah, I'm thinking the same. Like maybe we can do it early, and even if we cannot, we'll try to do it live. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough people connecting. But that's different thing. Like I wanna just have that for a few hours, and if we record it, then maybe post it later. And but, but I do wanna make it a little bit longer. And like Danny says, let's just start early, and then when before it gets a little bit dark, I know they're gonna go home and spend time with their families. So yeah, it sounds like a good idea to do that, and we'll be preparing and we'll be thinking about every single detail. So it comes out that we got time. We still have uh, what is it, September, like 3 more months. So it's plenty of time to prepare for that and the things that we want to do. And that's the nice thing about it that we're gonna try and make it good for everybody. Is how much money you think you will need to make it work? Um, let me let me think about it, tacos. Let me because like I said, I know right now I can count on Kali, on you, and whatever we can put in. But I'm also uh, I know my parents are gonna want to do it too, and I want to see. And but I'm gonna make calculations on the amounts, and then based on the things that we're gonna have. I'm gonna tell you guys, and because even today, already Lani was looking at prices and here and there to the different things that she wants to do. So I'll make a list and then I'll give you guys a price. And but to be honest with you, I don't want to force you an amount. I want you to use whatever you can, and then I'll show you the receipts, guys, so you can you know that where that money went and what how it got spent. Tacos, tables, chairs, bags. Oh, that's not an issue, tacos. Like I said, here I know people are gonna help us here locally. There, because I was telling Kali, uh, the I'm afraid because I don't know yet the weather because I hear that it rains in December, so I was afraid like what if it rains? What if it's gonna be rainy day? Uh, well, even for that, Lani's telling me, don't worry about that. We can get people to lend us some tents, big tents, and they're good tents. I've seen them; they use them all the place. And then chairs, yeah, the same thing. We got people lending us tables and chairs, so that's not a problem. Like to make something like that, um, and the things that probably we're just gonna need to buy are uh, and like I said, I'm gonna have those 10 chickens ready for December, and I'm gonna probably do a few other dishes. Like I know people right now here. If you check our videos, that you'll see that we got around 3 or 4 videos, different videos of us making pizzas because we have a little oven, and then whenever we cook, and we go crazy on pizzas. And that's the thing that I learned how to make here. I never made a pizza in my life until now because I was buying pizzas from restaurant here, and they're kind of sad little pizzas, and I was like, oh no, these are not pizzas. Pizzas are to be fat with more meat. They will sprinkle the meat on your pizzas. I was like, no, these are not pizzas. So I said, let's do 'em. Let's just try and make it. And we started making them here, and every time, and actually it's not so expensive. It's really cheap, and I will do that for my part. Like I will buy those things for the pizza, for the chickens. I don't know yet how we're gonna cook those chickens, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna want to make different foods for people to enjoy. And pizza is gonna be one of them. And because I know how to make, we know like a family, like man, that's why we get so many videos of that. Because every time uh, they're craving pizza, Lani says, "Love, let's just buy the ingredients and make them at home." And yeah, everybody pitching like everybody knows their job already. Lani makes the dough, her sisters help her, and then they spread it on the trays. I make the sauce. The other siblings are cutting the from the sausage to everything that we put on pizza because we make different kinds of pizzas, and then they sprinkle in, they put in everything, they they do it, and then I just um, turn on the oven and it's checking them. And once they're done, like their sisters, they're always cutting it. So everybody knows their job. Like everybody got it down to the second what we need to do when we're making pizzas. And I love that that thing with her family. Like, and they come up, everybody loves it. And, uh, so we're gonna be doing those things too because I know they're gonna like the pizza. And we're gonna have the chicken and probably another foods to give people who come because um, the candy sadly was just for kids and adults. Yeah, they came with the kids and they were just watching. But for Christmas, maybe it's gonna be a little bit different. I want to make it a little bit different, and Lani is thinking about that too. Make probably make a few what do you call those like bags that I it's a classic to put in rice and maybe a few other things and we'll try that and we'll see and depends on the budget but mostly on the prices and the people but we'll make a budget for a certain amount of people that they show up and we'll see if we can make it for a few hours and, and, and try to the thing about it is just to have a good time and I love doing that but, and who knows maybe tacos if you come maybe you can be Santa Claus who knows if you want to show up as Santa Claus uh, do you want to reach out to a local restaurant to see if they may be interested in donating a meal or two? Well, I don't know if that was because the restaurants here in the city they're a little bit far and yeah that would be a nice idea but I wouldn't know like if I probably knew a few of them uh, sometimes you for sure you wouldn't make it dress as Santa here tacos you're gonna collapse in 5 minutes because of those costumes are really what's that colleague welcome man yeah those costumes uh, they're um, they're really tough uh, I'm, I'm gonna show you guys something later. I'm gonna send it to you. I was dressed in one of those years ago. It wasn't a Santa suit. It was a different suit. Oh man, only lasted. Uh, how long it was? Not even 20 minutes, 30 minutes. When I and it was around this time of the year in Arizona, and it wasn't back then. It wasn't so hot, but I was sweating. I was ready to quit. Uh, but I do lasted like 20 minutes, and that was enough for me to, oh man, to feel a little bit, uh, uh, you know, dehydrated and tired. And oh man, I don't know how those guys who got that job, they how they do it. Um, you will pass out. Yeah, I don't recommend those, and even those. Well, I don't know. Yeah, well, you probably did took your kid to the mall to take a picture with Santa, and Santa, even Santa in the mall, it's cold there, but still he gets tired and takes breaks. He will work for like 1 to 2 hours, and then he goes on a break because that's why he cannot stand the suit. Uh, oh yeah, Tacos, I'm gonna show you that picture so you can see. And it was September when I did that. So imagine, um, it wasn't so bad, but it was really bad actually. Um, and then it was a special occasion when I did it, but it was a nice thing, and that's the only time I've done it. And my hat is off for those who do it for a job, for a living. Here, the Jollibee, the bees, those guys, how can they stand that suit? And it's a huge suit. And then, um, in Mexico, those what's the name of that pharmacy that has got a doctor? I forgot. There's always videos of him dancing, and he dances good. I don't know if that's a requirement for whoever's wearing the suit to be a good dancer, uh, because I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to get paid to do that. Probably like you, I would just they would find me in the side uh, of the road passing out, and you know because what's the name of that doctor? It's what's the name of that pharmacy? Farmacias. Oh man, I forget the name. I don't know if you've seen those videos. It's like this fat doctor is bald and is got big uh, mustache like Mario, white mustache. Dr. Simi, I think that's the name, Simi something. Uh, and he's always dancing everywhere. He's kind of like the mascot of those pharmacies. Um, yeah, I think it's Dr. Simi. So, Simi Doctor. I never seen it. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna send you the link so you can see him dance. Uh, because speaking of dancing, have you watched my latest video that Lani made for me? I don't know what's wrong with YouTube because I see that not a lot of people watched it. And I know it's YouTube, it's not my dancing skills, but it wasn't even me. It was AI who helped me make the miracle of me dancing. Because it's not to change the subject. My parents are spending the winter in Ensenada. um, that's a nice vacation. You say the winter, but is it just 1 month for December or many months? Um, I know that you said that you're planning to go there to retire too, or just vacation. Um, and remember I told you that before that was one of my options to go there. Right now it's not. I don't think I don't know anything about Ensenada. I only hear that yeah, it's a nice tourist spot. Um, but aside from that, I don't know how much it costs, how safe it is, how to move. I know it's close to Tijuana, uh, but other than that, I don't know much about it. Do you already figure out how much everyone will need to donate? Uh, Kali, that's exactly what we were talking about between Tacos and me. That we are just in the planning right now. I already told Nanny about it, and she has some ideas and how and where to do it. Because um, maybe, like, I remember I told you last night, we could try and do it at the basketball court, but she says no, no, let's not do it there because you're gonna draw a huge crowd. with a huge crowd, you're talking about easily 500 people, and it's true. 500 people is something huge that I'm not ready to do. Maybe 2 3 years later, when we get the hang of it, since it's our first time, we should just do it here, and whoever can come here, and because like that day, remember we had very little time for preparation, and this time is gonna be different because the word is gonna spread out fast that we're planning something for Christmas, and people are gonna show up, and we're gonna have a big crowd here too. And so yeah, she said, let's just do it here. It's first time, let's do it here. Let's not, because I was even mentioning, let's talk to the barangay captain and people here around the church. Let's see if they want to do something. Because I know Lani mentioned, yeah, they do certain things, but not that big because nobody's ever done it. Locally, nobody has tried to do anything like that. They just, church will do mass, and that's it. And but they do little things here and there. But usually, like they say, they had a Christmas party, but it's not on the same day. There's a few days. It's kind of like in the U.S. They have Christmas parties for work or church or whatever part of you're related to. And they will throw a Christmas party, and I guess I'm guessing it's the same thing here. Uh, but my plan, and even Lani was telling me, yeah, let's do it the same day, the 24th. Let's but let's do it early. Let's try and start early, like maybe from 2 until 5 for 3 hours, and we'll have games. We'll have prizes, raffles. He was saying, let's do raffles for the adults, and different prizes, and we, we can make a list on the things that we're gonna give, and then same thing. Let's base it on the amount of people that we're planning to have, and that way we can make a good planning on it. And even if we cannot do it live because if we started at 2 p.m., we're talking about what, 11 11 p.m. in the West Coast is gonna be like around midnight and 1 a.m. in the East. So it's kind of late for that, and even Mexico or other places. So, well, we'll try to do it live. If we not, we'll just record it and post it later. And but yeah, that's the thing that we're kind of talking about. Before you plan anything, hopefully everyone will agree to be part of it. Well, this is the thing, Ali. I know that you already say yes. Tacos right now is saying yes to. We're gonna do our part, and I the only other two people that I'm counting on already, and I know they're gonna do it is my parents. I know they're gonna do it. They love those things. So, and you guys know already that it doesn't take much to do something like that. That's the thing that's why I'm much motivated to do it because it will not cost a lot. Thanks, I'll be right back. I have to get my daughter to us. All right, Decos, take care, man. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll stay in touch. We'll talk about it later, and we'll start making plans on it and see what you guys can do. And but don't worry about that. Just whatever you can. Kelly says you need to plan based on how many people will donate. Uh, Kelly, that's the thing that is even little will go a long way. I know that. I know that. And and but the same thing is, for example, Lani was saying, if we do it here, like that day, there were probably we counted it was like 100 people, 100 people here, and it didn't look much because the camera was here, but people were on our backs and they were behind us, and there were a lot of because they were just shy to the camera, and I wasn't gonna point the camera at them, so I was just I put it there so they can see that they were being recorded, and they knew that it was gonna be live. So you saw them, and that's how I probably gonna do it again. And But yeah, like here maybe somewhere between 100 to 150, maybe 200 people. Uh, so we're gonna plan for that. We're gonna plan for that amount of people, and based on the things that we wanna do. Like I said, Lani says, let's do games for the kids. Let's do raffles for the adults, and um, and then at the end of the day, well, it's gonna be like a dinner, and because I already told tacos, I'm gonna grow those chickens because for me it's gonna be easier and cheaper to just buy the chickens and make them grow for here till December, and then we'll do that for food for December, and then uh, we'll do other recipes, maybe pizzas. I know Annie can do. They love spaghetti, the Filipino spaghetti. Have few other dishes for people to eat here. We'll have some. We'll set up some tables and chairs and the different games that we want to do for the kids. And at the end of the day, they will. Lenny was saying, let's give them a bag of groceries. I'm planning for that too. So for those things, I will start planning on them and tell you. But don't worry about it, man. Like whatever you can is good. Don't feel pressure to give us a big amount. Whatever we can do ourselves with you and tacos, and I know my parents are gonna help us, and I know them, and even if I don't tell them yet, they're gonna jump on the idea right away. Um, Getting 700 pesos per. Uh, oh, seven. What is that? Tacos per plate or per plate? Uh, no, man. I don't think that's too much. 700 pesos is too much. Especially when we're gonna cook the food. The food that's gonna be here between Lani and then her mom. I'm already counting her mom too. They're gonna do the food, and that the food is not the issue. The other parts, because even Lani was saying, let's give them the kids, because like I mentioned before, the um, toys is not a priority. I think um, school supplies. They're gonna be happy with school supplies, and we're gonna try and get those for all ages, and yeah, maybe here a little bit toys, whatever. But we need to plan everything for that amount, and so everybody goes happy. I don't want having people not go home empty-handed or not enjoying it. So I want to make sure to have that for whoever comes, and we'll make a good plan on it. And I'll let you know. We'll work on that from starting tomorrow, and then we'll talk about it. And I'll send you a message in WhatsApp, and I'll send you a quote on the things and that we want to do. And yeah, towards maybe yeah, I'm thinking between 100 to 200, but it's a big gap. And uh, but yeah, around that thing is good. Um, this is. I was just thinking that that would be a good idea to ask the Hispanic YouTubers to contribute towards this. Uh, well, Kali, see that's the thing about it that I don't want to force it. I was watching a video. When was it? This week about. Well, I don't know if you guys know, but probably do. Mr. Beast. They were on his case because the guy's got he's got these what do you call it? It's program. He's bringing water to people in Africa, I guess. And he was trying. He was doing a live with many celebrities and other uh, people that are known in online, and he was kind of forcing people to donate to to his cause. It was his cause that he wanted to bring to pay raise the 10 million, and then in the live he all of a sudden from 10 million he says no, let's raise more, let's go to I don't know, and he was even forcing people to stay. And he's like they did it for long. I don't know. I only read that part. It was like a small news thing that I was reading, and then they were on his case because he wanted to raise more money for people in Africa, and and then they were getting on him that why you don't donate the rest of it, like you have money, and he wanted people to donate for his cause, um, and I feel bad for him because he is so concentrated on to accomplishing something, and I don't want to do that. Like, I'll be fine with whoever or whatever amount people can give. And I will do the rest or figure out the rest. And whatever you guys is comfortable with, I'll be fine with that. Man. Don't feel pressure. So it's fine, man. And I don't want to pressure other people either. Like, this thing is mostly I know I'm the one that I want to do it. And I need to like we wanna um, have that, and I appreciate the support. You know, anything is good. Like uh, if I don't want to like Tacos was telling me go ask restaurants. I don't know, man. They will be like, why you want us to pay? Why don't you pay it? So yeah, I'm the one who's should put the more on it and not let people take the bill. Um, so the thing that Lani was telling me about some of those school supplies and even because she mentioned let's have backpacks, and I says no, those backpacks are expensive. We cannot afford to have because I know the prices of backpacks here. They cost anything. I seen them for, but they're Chinese backpacks for 200, which is $4 every backpack. And says still like imagine, uh, let's say 100 kids to $4 a backpack. You're talking already at $400 just in backpacks. And I said, that's too much. But she was showing me, look, there you can find them online for what was it, 120 pesos. And I says, well, still, it's you're talking about $2 for a backpack. I know they're nice, but we we need to think about other things. We cannot just invest the money into backpacks. But we'll see, like if we can, if it's not. But I think I will set it up for priorities, like you know, the food, the games, the what I mentioned, those bags, because I want people to take a little bit thing home, like everybody, what do you call it? I forgot the word, but those things like what are we gonna put in every little bag for people to take home for you know it's, for coming here and and but yeah, mostly and the good thing about it that we have time, we have plenty of time to order things and start preparing for it and make sure that we can afford and buy everything on time. So it's set up for December. We could order bulk. Mm, mm, yeah, because that they have the bulk here. I'm gonna look into that. Maybe if we do big orders, they're gonna come out uh, not too expensive and affordable. I'm gonna check on that, and like I said, let me make a list of the things that we want to plan for. Yeah, let's do it for 200 people. Let's say we can spec 200, and based on that, with the things that we want to do, we'll start talking about it, and then at the end of the day, if you guys want to know the total, but it's fine. Like I told you, don't feel pressure, man, to because I want to do some of it, and you guys whatever you're comfortable with, it's fine with us, and I know that you guys are doing it with a kind heart, and that's enough for us. Um, uh, he was rude. Don't forget the red horse. uh, I don't know, man. I don't know how. I know that Mexicans and in the U.S. it's typical to have uh, drinks, but over here I don't know how. But I want to make it for the kids mostly. I want to do it for the kids, and I know Kali knows this. That uh, for my wife, she her soft part is for the older people. And that's why she was mentioning, love, let's do these bags for old people to take home. Like we're gonna put rice, the obvious, and then maybe a few other things for the home and for make a dinner or something. So we'll see that, and I don't know if we can do that. Have red horse. But it's a dinner. It's not. It's not a party. um, I'm just kidding. Strippers for um, and I don't think I've not seen those here. I don't even know where to get them. There's no, and to be honest with you, there's not a place like that here. Maybe in Cebu City, but here in Toledo, I'm not. No, you know, I think Nani did mention that there was one on the north side of the city, but I think it was closed because it was kind of hidden from the road. Uh, but aside from that, I don't have not seen any place like that here. Maybe that's another business idea. I, if I wasn't a gigolo in the U.S., now I'm gonna become a gigolo here. No. Yeah, man. But no, we're gonna keep it rated G for everybody. Well, no, guys, thank you for I know I can count on all of you for that, and we got time. We'll start preparing for it, and we'll let you know what we wanna do, and whatever you guys can do, it's more than enough. I don't want to be the next Mr. Bean that they're gonna burn me online. Oh, he was big daddy. No, Taco. My wife is sleeping, and you know how women are. the sixth sense starts kicking in, and she's gonna wake up. And like, what are you guys talking about? um, I forgot what I was gonna say. um, but uh, what is it? Oh man, I forgot. It sucks to be old. Uh, I was gonna mention something, but it totally went off the rails. Um, oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to be the next Mr. Beast to be burned online, and they're gonna say, oh, this guy is giving things for people. He's not getting money out of his pocket. He's expecting others to pay for it. And then when the goal is reached, and you're like, no, keep giving. Come on, we need more. We need more. No, and that's too much. It's whatever you guys can do and afford is fine. I will do the rest. Uh, Talking about that sounds like a good name for a bar, but there is it's kind of like in Mexico. Where did I hear this story that um, I think the U.S. where the Band-Aid brand is tied to the drinking or something like two companies which is related. It's kind of like people who owns a bar and then also set up a church. Like he's trying to catch both of ends uh, of the mercado. Uh, so I don't want to be like that because right now we have the channel, right, and right now we're starting with the candy for kids, and we're tying both of it together. And now you want me to start a bar, and the kids are gonna relate, like they're gonna see our can, they're gonna say, so is this for the bar? Oh, we're gonna have to go to the bar now. um, that's not something so good to be known for. Maybe change it. Maybe we'll change it, but for now, let's just stick to YouTube and the candy because um, even though I do know how to run a bar because of my dad, he used to run one, but I don't want to. Oh man, that's another uh, story to tell. All the stories that my dad's experienced, and sometimes I did too.